conservative new media viewers and LA Lakers fans around the world, what is up? It's me, PFV, Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert, and we have breaking news from Chris Broussard of ESPN, and he has reported that the Los Angeles Lakers have formally offered the head coaching position to Lakers former star Byron Scott. And I'm saying right now, and this shouldn't shock anybody, Byron Scott will accept the position, I am certain, and apparently both sides are negotiating a contract for Scott at this time. Now, I want to talk about what this means, what it's going to mean for the team, what it's going to mean for Jeremy Lin, etc. First of all, this is not a surprise move. Everybody figured this was coming. They just, the franchise wanted to kind of let it play itself out, get the roster pretty much in order, and that's what they have done with the press conferences the last few days, including today, to introduce several new players. What does it mean? It means that the team will probably run the Princeton offense, which is what Byron Scott has used, I believe, in various of his stints as a head coach previously. Princeton offense, it features a lot of backdoor cuts coming off of picks. It's a relatively simple, it's not a simple offense to learn, but it's a simple offense in terms of how it's run. You try to get layups off of back screens, cuts to the basket, and if you can't get that, you shoot three-pointers. Sorry, my mind's just a little bit blank right now. What does this mean? This means that Kobe Bryant gets the coach that he wants. He has come out and publicly said he wanted Byron Scott, and now he's going to get him. If you're a Jeremy Lin fan, what does this mean? Byron Scott has recently come out and said that he likes the way that Jeremy Lin plays the game. He thinks that Jeremy's going to have a chip on his shoulder coming into this season to kind of prove some doubters wrong. And so Byron Scott seems to be in a supportive state of mind as regards to Jeremy Lin. That's good for Jeremy Lin's prospects if that continues to be the case. Now, I think that Kobe is going to have a large amount of say in how the team is run. So if you're Jeremy Lin, you're probably going to want to get into Kobe Bryant's good graces, because if Kobe wants you to be a starter or play significant minutes, then that's probably what Byron Scott's going to end up doing. Look, I like the move. Is Byron Scott the perfect coach? No, in my opinion, but he is an icon of the franchise. He reminds the fans of the glory days of the Showtime 1980s Lakers. He has coaching experience. He's generally regarded as a player's coach, meaning he gets along with the players pretty well, which makes sense since he was a former player himself. I don't think he's regarded, in my opinion, as the hardest worker in the business. I don't know if he's regarded as a tactical or strategic master as a head coach, but he doesn't have to be. Again, the team has an idea of what it wants to do, and to be honest with you, the team's going to do what Kobe wants it to do, and that's fine. Kobe knows how to play basketball, and he knows what works for him and his body at this stage of his career, and that's what the team is going to revolve around. So that's fine. I think that Byron Scott is probably going to be the coach for as long as Kobe Bryant remains with the team, as long as Kobe Bryant remains happy with him. I would expect that after Kobe retires, then the team might look elsewhere at that point in time in terms of head coach. So I think Byron Scott will be a transitional coach to conclude the Kobe Bryant era. But that could be, obviously it's going to be at least 2 years with Kobe's extension, but it could be as many as 4 years, depending on how Kobe feels and how long he wants to stick around. My guess is that it will be 2 to 3 years, but you never know. This is good. Unlike many other Lakers followers, I think that the team's offseason has been pretty solid. yes, you didn't land Kevin Love or LeBron James or Carmelo Anthony, but this team has a solid roster. It's not a great roster, but it's a solid and good roster, and it has a lot of depth. Now, they could still add another small forward, and they could still add a third point guard, although, of course, Jordan Clarkson can play point guard. But there's 2 more roster spots available, I believe, at this time. So, overall, I like the move. I expected this move. I think the team is going to have much better chemistry than it had the last several years under Mike D'Antoni. There were veterans weren't happy with Mike D'Antoni, including Kobe, including Pau Gasol, including some others. And guys were coming in and they were leaving, and the team was evaluating talent and all of that. Now, there's still going to be that going on this year. You still have guys on short deals like Jeremy Lin, like some others. But now I think the team and the organization is starting to settle in a little bit more. And I think this team, if they are healthy and they can gel together, I think this team is capable of winning 40 or more games and making a serious push for a playoff spot. I believe that, and I think the team could be even better than that. I think it might surprise some people. A lot of it's going to depend on how healthy they are, like Steve Nash, if he's still around, and Kobe himself. How long will Kobe be able to play this year? Will he be able to play the whole season? Will he be able to play at an effective level after the Achilles injury and surgery? I know Kobe's training extremely hard. What happens with Achilles injuries is often players don't recover the full strength in the affected lower leg. You will often hear stories about people who have Achilles surgery and the leg that had surgery becomes much smaller than the healthy leg. So you will see one calf much larger than the other calf. If Kobe is able to overcome that and regain the majority of the strength and muscle mass in his left Achilles, then he should be able to play relatively well. Maybe he can do a Dominique Wilkins type of comeback where he is able to have an all-star or close to it level of performance. If that happens, then I definitely think the Lakers can make a realistic push for a playoff spot. I like this. Finally, I want to add that there has been discussion, apparently, that Hall of Famer Gary Payton, the spectacular point guard, for most notably the Seattle Supersonics, but also for the LA Lakers, could be added as an assistant coach. I love the idea of doing that, because Gary Payton then becomes the man who can develop Jeremy Lin and Jordan Clarkson, as well as other guards on the roster. Gary Payton is a master, particularly was a master on defense, but he's a master all the way around. He understands everything about playing the point guard position, and I think that could truly help the younger guards on the roster if that move is made, and hopefully we will hear more about that in the days to come after Byron Scott is officially named as the head coach. Okay, that is it for now. Thumbs up, thumbs down, your comments below. We encourage you to come and join the Conservative New Media Facebook group, which has over 3,500 members and counting. You'll find out more information for the group in the video description below the video player. We also encourage you to come and follow us on our Twitter account for Jeremy Lin videos, but that account will also now serve as a mechanism for us to put out the Los Angeles Lakers videos that we're going to be making, because obviously Jeremy Lin is now a member of the Los Angeles Lakers. We've covered the Lakers sporadically before, but now we're going to cover them more consistently. And if you don't know our work, we've covered most of Jeremy Lin's games the past 2.5 years. So hopefully we are expecting to do the same in this upcoming season. So that means we'll be talking about each game, hopefully, after it occurs and in detail, extensively. We will focus on Jeremy Lin, but we will talk about the entire team and do so with a high level of competence and expertise. I don't want to go into my entire resume and background here, but I know the NBA incredibly well. That's the easiest way to say it. And I am an expert on the NBA. And I know the Lakers well because I've kept my eye on them for several years pretty closely. So I know the team already coming into this season. Our Twitter account is at CNMJalenVid. So it's CNM, the letters, like Conservative New Media, shortened, _ Jalen, for Jeremy Lin, _ vids. I'll put a link for the Twitter account in the video description below the video as well, so that you can just come and click on that link and follow us that way. For our regular viewers, I do intend to do a video very soon reacting to the Jeremy Lin press conference, as well as reacting to the testimony that Jeremy Lin gave while he was in Taiwan. So look forward to that soon as I can. I'm a bit busy today, but I'll get to it as soon as I'm able to do that. Okay, that's it for now. Again, I am PFV Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. Thanks a lot for watching Conservative New Media. We strive to be the #1 Jeremy Lin YouTube fan channel. And now we're going to be certainly throwing our hat into the Los Angeles Lakers coverage as well. It is 2:42 p.m. here on the East Coast of the United States on Friday, July 25th, which means it is presently 2:42 a.m. on Saturday, July 26th in Taipei, Taiwan. Great day yesterday with the Jeremy Lin press conference and the overwhelming welcoming that Lakers fans gave to Jeremy Lin. I'm very much looking forward to Jeremy's time in Los Angeles, and I think it could be a long time he's in Los Angeles. So he and the rest of the Lakers now know who the next head coach is going to be. Byron Scott coming back to Showtime in LA. And it's a new era, and we're all looking forward to it. Take care. Have a great day, a great night, wherever you are around the world when you watch this video. We will talk to you soon.